Okay, hi, Paul Slackers, Good News Planet. Now, I'm not in my little here virtual background. This is our normal background, but I thought it looked cool on that Good News Planet. This is our hearts from
Mhm.
Calhoun School here on the Upper West Side. They had an auction to raise money for the school, and I have our happy face. And we have a doggy with a Christmas holiday hat on. Okay, but I'm here actually because this is very exciting. I'm going to speak to Sherry Alisa, who actually has put out a song this week, and it's Nobody's Fool, and titled. And so, hi, welcome to the show. How are you?
Oh, I'm fine. Thank you so much for having me here. I really appreciate it.
Very excited to talk to you. I heard your music. It made me more excited.
Thank you.
Tell me about your music. Give us a little background of yourself.
Sure. So I started writing music quite a long time ago, but I'm starting to put it out now. And the reason I started writing music was because I used to work as a prosecutor with people that went through very traumatic things. And I would see these amazing people that were just so emotionally broken, and I wanted to do something to help them. And so I started writing songs that are meant to inspire people and to help them not get over, but at least be able to move on after trauma or difficulties of whatever type. And the song that I wrote that was just recently put out, Nobody's Fool, is one of those types of songs. It's a song for somebody who went through something difficult. In this case, it would be bad breakup, and was trying to kind of raise her spirits again and be able to see that, yesterday's don't determine today's, and definitely not tomorrow's. And so this is one of the songs of that type. I also write happy love songs and things like that too. And I have some of those coming out for Valentine's Day. But I do really like the inspirational ones. They mean a lot to me.
You inspired me. You're the
Thank
first
you.
person I went and sat on the side. Usually I had this regular background and
Uh-huh.
the heart and the doggy and our happy image, happy face image. But I by the words of your song, I saw you had a good heart.
Thank
And because
you.
you have a good heart and because you have a message, a reasoning for your message, and when I read up about you, I thought that heart was appropriate to start with. So you have a good, kind heart. And when you're doing that kind of, let's go to the legal work first, if you don't mind.
Sure.
Uh,
Uh-huh.
what inspires you to do that? Because, that's a very complicated scenario to begin with, legality.
Right,
And
right.
not
So,
everybody does my buddy was the public defender for New Haven for years and years. And
mhm.
it's a very difficult job.
Yes. So I was a prosecutor for a very long time. And most of the time I worked in sex crimes, child abuse, and domestic violence. And particularly in domestic violence, I would see these women that were just amazing and had so many things on their side and so many reasons to um, just do well. And then they would get into this relationship that would just take them down to such low places. And I just wanted to help them. I just wanted to help them um, remember what an amazing person they are, and know that, though they, first of all, get out of the dangerous relationship. That was really important. And I have my next song that's coming out is actually one that's to try to help people specifically in domestic violence cases. But I also wanted them to know that, whatever happened in the past, it doesn't define them, and that it's a chapter of their life. It was a horrible chapter, but there could be a whole beautiful future ahead of them. And if they can look up, if they can find the power to look up when they're feeling down, they'll see that there's still so much beauty everywhere, and hopefully they'll be able to take that in.
Were you did something and you don't have to speak about it, but did something happen in your life? What brought you on that kind of a path?
Well, I think everybody's had ups and everybody's had downs. I mean, I don't think there's anybody that's really exempt from that. And in particular, the last few years have been very, very difficult for everybody. I mean, it's every possible horrible thing that could happen has gone on in the past few years. Um, and and I try to see there's got to be something positive that happened in the past few years. And so, for instance, I have another song that's already out called "Wildly in Love," and it's about it's maybe the one positive pandemic song. It's about the good thing was that came out of crazy time was that people really had another chance to connect with their families and the people that were close to them, and especially if they were isolating together. And it gave them an opportunity to get to know them again, their kids and their pets and their, whatever it is. And I don't know. I think that there's always a positive somewhere in there, and you got to look for it, and you got to grab it, because it's what helps you. And I don't think happiness just happens. I think you make a choice that you're going to look at the positives, and that's what I try to do through my songs.
Wow, and you do it very well, and we're good news. So we did, for example, 120 hours on during the COVID time of all people doing good during that time, and the wonderful kinds of things. I love the way you said that too, about an opportunity to find past relationships, clear up maybe some question marks in some things, and just to take some time. That's very, very wise of you. What made you so wise?
I've always loved music. Honestly, it's always been, my mom used to force me to take piano lessons. And now I look back at that time, and I know you play piano too. And I know that was one of the best gifts she ever gave me, because music just has this way of raising your spirit and helping you get through things. And it brings joy, but it also brings solace. And I think also there's a song for everything out there that could possibly happen in your life. And sometimes listening to those songs really help you know that it's not just you. You're not the only one going through things, and that you'll be okay. And I remember many, many years ago, I saw a quote, and it was that the things that are most personal are also the things that are most general, meaning, the things that nobody talks about because they're so hard to stomach, and you just, they hurt you so much. Those are the same things everybody goes through, but nobody talks about them, and people just suffer in silence. And I thought, let me take these things on their head and just really start talking about these things and doing it through songs.
Great. Well, were you in addition? So you write the words?
Yes, I write the words, I write the music, and produce it. And I do hire a singer. I do sing some of my own songs, but honestly, my voice is not as good as my singer's voice. So I've been using a singer who, unfortunately, I can't name, because she's also a songwriter, and she's putting out she has her own label, and she's only uses her name on songs that she writes herself. She's just establishing herself right now.
You can't say Mariah Carey? Why can't you say Mariah Carey? What's the problem with you?
Honestly, I just came out. If Mariah Carey comes to me and wants to sing one of my songs, I will be so happy to have her.
Sure?
Or any other established.
Hold on. Mariah.
No, actually, I do sing a few of my songs, but my voice is not anywhere close to the range I need for some of my songs. And so I would love to have established singers that are looking for songs come to me. I have so many songs, and I'm just starting to put them out now.
So how do you write? All right, words I can understand, especially being a prosecutor. Yeah, you're all about words, and intentions and lots of other things. But writing music, I know you were requested to play the piano. Every child is requested to play the piano, and at least 50%. Forget about it. They don't want within about 600,000 worth of lessons, they say, yeah, I hate this. Me too. Even when I started a saxophone or whatever, and I sort of like it.
My brother plays saxophone too.
Well, I just sort of liked it, and I stuck with it since I was a little boy. But the thing is, most people can't stand it, and they forget about it. But that little bit of even experience is really been a good thing in their lives. They don't realize how much music is related. I mean, our conversation is music. Silence is music. It's all, once you start to have a music head, actually there's geniusness in music and so on. So, but tell us, share some of the words from Nobody's Fool.
Do you have a copy of it? Or I know I gave you also a copy that will go on the press release.
You play it? You want to play it? You play?
I can. I don't know that it's going to sound too good on your side if I put it here.
Go for it. Try it.
Well, let me pull up the.
You don't mind.
Oh, sure. Let me just find it for a second.
I'm untechnically misfit.
Oh, actually, okay, you're not gonna see me right now, but hold on one second. I don't know how to get that back. Okay, I am not the best person when it comes to electronics.
Oh, well, yeah, we're not worse than me.
Well, let me get you back. Hold on. Let me see if I can find you again. Okay. Let me see how I can pull it up right now.
Oh, this maybe wasn't a fair question.
Actually, well, honestly, all of my songs, the ones that I have out so far, and also the ones I'm going to put out in the future, they're all on Apple Music and Amazon Music and Spotify, and honestly, anywhere you can get your music. But let me try to pull up this one for a second. Hold on.
Does it sound like this?
Yes, that's it.
Come on.
That's it.
Can you hear it?
I can.
Ah, nice. So that's a little teaser of the show. Words don't mean much. They're not going to fool me.
Well, it was good. Your words don't mean much anymore. And yeah.
So what happened to this couple, or what?
Well, so this song is about somebody who was in a bad relationship, but got past it. They broke up, they got past it, and they were doing really well again. And then all of a sudden, the person shows up at the door again, and it was, and she slams the door in his face. But at the same time, it just restarted that whole traumatic episode that she went through. And so she's feeling really down, and then she builds herself up and realizes, remembers her worth, and remembers that she didn't deserve what happened to her, and remembers that it's in the past and she's going to flourish again. And I actually have a video that's going to be coming out with it too. And the video is going to be released probably in the next few days. And it will be on YouTube, and I can send it to you. You can post it.
Send me all those links. Because I put the text with this content.
Right. And the exciting thing about the video is it's a dance video, and it features Brittany Cherry, who was on So You Think You Could Dance and World of Dance. And she also was on the video for Ed Sheeran's music video for his song Thinking Out Loud. And she is amazing. And we filmed out in Malibu at Paradise Cove on this beautiful beach and with beautiful rock formations and stuff. And it came out beautifully. It's very artistic. And you see her going through these things. You see her first on the phone, happy. And then she has this knock on the door, and then you see what she goes through and what she takes, what it takes to kind of build her life up again and get the smile back on her face and stuff. But by the end, she has that. And it's an uplifting movie. It's an inspiring video.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All right. Okay. Are you in California? Where are you located?
I'm in St. Louis. I'm from Brooklyn. Yes, I'm from Brooklyn, New York. And I grew up there. My family's still there. Brooklyn.
Oh, Brooklyn, New York.
Yes.
Okay.
So I'm from Brooklyn.
That's South Manhattan.
That would be it. But I went to school in St. Louis and then stayed around.
Oh, okay.
But I go back to New York a lot. And I went out to LA, and my son is in school there also, so it's a good time to see him too.
Oh.
And I got to film the video, and my brother actually was the director of photography. His name is Eric Gutnick, and he's done a lot of work with filming, and he did a phenomenal job. And so we're excited. It's going to come out soon.
Oh, congratulations.
Thank you.
You're a perfect person to go and do this kind of writing. You live the life of a prosecutor, meaning that you've touched and helped those that are in need of difficult scenarios. So,
and there are people also on the other side. And I just think that's important to say too. Like I would see people, in the drug crimes and things like that. I would see these people that had so much, such promising lives, and then things would kind of break down completely because of their addiction. And so I have songs also to address things like that, and just trying to help people through in whatever way music can.
You're all right. What's peace for you? What makes peace for you?
What makes peace for me? I think it's looking around and seeing what you have rather than what you don't have, and just seeing um, all the beautiful things. I mean, we've had phenomenal skies lately, like the sky that's behind you right now, um, and I go outside and I look at that and I just see it. You know, that God must be an artist or something, and it's beautiful. And I think you just look for the happiness in your life. You look for the positive things, and you decide to be happy, and then you make that happen. And that's not easy all the time. I mean, people have faced really, really tough things, and um, um, but I think you have to make a decision. Are you going to let those things? Are you going to carry them around the rest of your life, or and you're not going to forget them, but are you going to carry them around with you and drag them everywhere, or are you going to try to look up and to see all the good things that you still have and the good things that are around you? And I think when you do that, it doesn't always work, but sometimes it does, and that's a good thing.
Sherry, you're a smart one. All right, I like that answer, and I like those thoughts behind that answer. So that's really wonderful. Great. I'm so glad our mutual friend Alisa introduced us, and all the best. And however we can support you, we're happy to do that.
Thank you so much.
Okay, you take care.
You have a great day. Take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye.